This is a pen. This is a pen.
Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to the Dear Channel. Now, if you're seeing this shirt, you're probably really happy right now. Because if you are a Percy Jackson fan, you are probably aware of the things that happened on Saturday at the D23 panel. We finally heard the voices of our Golden Trio members, and we finally got some show footage. That's not all. If you go to Disney Plus and you search for Percy Jackson, you not only get the movies, but you get this. This trident is kind of like the teaser poster for the show. It tells you a lot about what the show is going to be about. But why am I wearing a Camp Half-Blood shirt for this video, you may be asking? Because today, if YouTube allows me to and doesn't take this video down for copyright, I will go back and rewatch Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, the movie from 2010 that kept Percy Jackson from being on the same level as Harry Potter. As a whole, medium and universe itself, Percy Jackson is superior in every single way. But in one aspect that the Harry Potter books were superior to Percy Jackson were in the adaptations. You were truly able to grow alongside Harry, Ron, and Hermione. So when Percy Jackson books were getting adaptations, people were like, I want to grow alongside little Percy as well. But no, these movies turned out to be absolute crap. And then they were forgotten and erased. Thanos snapped from existence until came Lord and Savior Disney Plus with Uncle Rick being involved, and they were like, surprise, we're giving Percy Jackson another chance and we're giving it the adaptation it truly deserves. And that's what we're getting in 2024, and I'm so excited. But coming back to the movie, this piece of crap of a film has always been a comfort movie of mine. But this movie in particular reminds me that my shitty life is nothing compared to this absolute crap of an adaptation. And I instantly feel better. But I'll go back to it because objectively, it's a really good movie. This movie completely scraps the concept from the books, creates its own thing, but it's still not as bad as people make it out to be. This movie has better CGI than most of the Marvel projects from nowadays. The CGI in this movie is fantastic. In the second movie, it gets a little bit more crazy, but it's still really good. And the acting was not bad, but it has so many things that make whoever has read the books ick and cringe. But I want to go back to it to then compare it to the books, and then with that making a list of things that I want in the show. And yeah, let's go, bitch. It's 2 hours long. I thought it was gonna be less than 2 hours. Shit, okay. Pause. My God, Chris Columbus. If you don't know who Chris Columbus is, this man directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies. Hold on, we're gonna take a quick pause from the movie and we're gonna look at the Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm truly curious. Rotten Tomatoes was 49%. That's not bad. That's not bad. And audience score was 53%. Now for the second movie, it was just a 42. What? And a 55% audience score. But this being the first shot of the movie is something scary. What? But this, they kept some core elements, like Olympus being located at the Empire State Building.
What do you see?
Thunderclouds.
Thunderclouds.
No lightning.
But no lightning.
We are forbidden from stealing each other's powers.
But our children
But our
aren't.
children aren't.
You're accusing my son.
If your son is the thief,
I will send him to the depths
I
of
will
Tartarus.
send him to the depths of Tartarus.
Oh, foreshadowing! Heroes of Olympus wasn't even published. Zeus, you bitch. What if Uncle Rick was an author in universe and the gods would just read his books and be like, oh, interesting.
Or there will be war.
That's still a cool entrance, but elevator, 600th floor. It wasn't that hard. I cannot believe we meet Percy Jackson this way. I don't know if they'll do this in the show, but I kind of want some of the team members from the film to be given a second chance to work on a Percy Jackson project. And he's alive! Percy Jackson is a beast! You're a beast, man!
That's crazy, man.
I
That's
feel
ridiculous.
so bad for
How you
Logan
doing?
Lerman.
I just like being in water.
That's the one place I can think.
That's one place I can think.
Oh, bestie, same. I actually really related to this Percy and his connection to the water. Like, they really made that clear throughout the movie. And that was one of the few things they did right. The fact that seeing this Grover makes me really think that Arian is gonna kill his role as Grover. They fucked up small details. Mrs. Dodds was their math teacher. Yancey Academy is supposed to be a boarding school, and it's not supposed to have a pool. Okay, but 2010 Logan Lerman?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Of course you don't. Just add a little more sass, decrease the age, and boom, we got our Percy. That's why I feel like Walker Scobell is gonna crush it. Walker Scobell can bring the right amount of sass, the right amount of sarcasticness to Percy that was desperately needed from this movie.
Maybe it's the ADHD.
You know what truly pisses me off is that they tried to be a good adaptation. Because when Grover is explaining everything to Percy, we haven't gotten into that yet. They implied that Percy had dyslexia, ADHD, all of the demigod problems. He had some connections to the water, but we're missing so much.
You know, I thought this school was supposed to make things better.
6 schools in 6 years, been kicked out of every place.
You show some respect.
Why?
Why do you stay with that pig? He smells like a sewer.
See, that's my question,
sleeps till
Logan.
noon
Why?
every-
This Sally is so bland. Give her something to do, expression.
Be prepared. Everything is about to change, Percy. Everything is about to change.
Okay, Captain America.
Always arguing.
Percy's supposed to be paying attention because this is supposed to be his favorite class. They truly drastically shifted Grover's character from being this typical nerdy best friend to being the cool badass. Now, Book Grover did actually have layers, but Miss Grover is just a different character.
You have something in common.
Stop, stop, stop. Can we please just watch that one more time?
You have something in common.
Stop, stop. Why does Grover have to turn like that? He was giving Nick, I don't know his last name, from Julie and the Phantom. It's like the director was counting down and be like, 3, 2, 1, turn. Greek letters flipping to English is so awesome. I really hope they keep some of this in the show because it allows us to put us into the mind of Percy and how he's thinking. And to add to this, it would be really cool to have a first-person narration from Walker's Percy.
Would become increasingly difficult. It would take Hercules 3 months.
That's exactly how Book Percy would walk too.
Miss Dodds?
Where is it?
Hello?
Where is it?
Oh.
CGI was top notch. Where are the pieces?
A fury concealed in our school, I should have known.
Wait, a fury? What's a fury? And why do you say you could tear her to pieces?
What did she want from you?
She said something about me stealing a lightning bolt.
It's a powerful weapon. Guard it well. Only use it in times of severe distress.
This is a pen. This is a pen.
Can we get a little commotion for the best line of this entire movie? Truly nailed the vibe. Great job. Great work, people. We're done here. Can we watch that one more time?
This is a pen. This is a pen.
Truly wonderful line. Great delivery. Book Percy came to life for that second.
This is a pen, man.
Truly crazy, Logan.
We gotta warn your mom. Come on, Percy.
Come on.
Come on, Percy.
Okay, I swear, I didn't steal anything.
Honey, I believe you. I believe.
Normal is a myth. Sally was truly pissed that Percy was just finding out about all of these things when he was 12. That his dad was a god, that he was special. He truly wanted Percy to get the full picture. So that's what she was also excited for him to finally be going to camp. I'm gonna pause it to make corrections about what I remember the book being like, because that's the whole point of this video. So throughout the books, they develop Percy and Poseidon's relationship to be more like father-son. Book 4, he shows up for Percy's birthday and he's like, "What's up, man? It's your dad." And like Poseidon from the first book could never.
You don't even need these. Look, man, those just for show.
Well, why does he need the crutches if the mist is gonna hide his legs either way? Kate! Riptide's mechanism too? I really want them to make it, I don't know what they're called, but these types of pens. Because then Percy realizes that if he puts the cap on the other side, that he can use Riptide as an actual pen.
Percy, okay?
And isn't the monster supposed to like disintegrate?
Percy! Percy, sure glad you're alive.
I just realized the director gaslit us, the spectator, because we truly believe that Percy's going to camp, right? But then they imply that Percy had this dream about going to camp and that Grover was a satyr. So by not showing us Grover's full body, we are to believe that Percy had a dream until Grover's like, "No, it wasn't a dream. She's really gone." I just used a line from the musical. Oops, sorry.
My mom's gone?
From this world, but if she's anywhere, she's in the
I'm sorry,
underworld.
Percy. It's my fault. It was my job to protect you. Both of you.
Did Grover read the books? Because I kind of feel like Grover's actor's delivery of this line was implying that he has some sort of trauma about not being able to protect his demigods, and that would completely link over with the Talia storyline. So the fact that we don't get the Talia flashback here, we needed character development for Grover and for Annabeth. In this fucking movie, we don't get any of that. The one thing we know about Grover in this movie is that he's a junior protector and he's a satyr. And the one we know about Annabeth is that she's the daughter of the goddess of wisdom and battle strategy. Annabeth has no layers to her whatsoever. Grover has no layers to him whatsoever.
I'm not a hero. I'm a loser. I have
dyslexia,
dyslexia, ADHD.
This camp structure is so fucked up. It makes me mad.
Her name. Annabeth, daughter of Athena, the goddess.
No! That's not my Annabeth. My Annabeths are Kristen Stokes and my new Queen Annabeth, Leah Jeffries. This bitch is not my Annabeth. No hate to Alexandra Daddario. She did a decent job based on the script that was given to her. That's not my Annabeth. Fuck her. Also, Cabin 3 from the show just wipes the floor with this Cabin 3. For comparison, Cabin 3 from the show, Cabin 3 from the movie.
Your father built this for you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Wow. He's not supposed to know yet. You're supposed to show him to the Hermes cabin when he meets Luke and becomes besties with him.
My father's Poseidon.
Well, no fucking shit. How did they know right off the bat that Percy was the son of Poseidon? How did they know? They just implied it. And then they're like, "Yep, Percy's the son of Poseidon. Bet you didn't see that one coming." But Percy finding out later in the game that his dad is Poseidon is supposed to be a really important arc for him. He didn't want to accept that he was a demigod at first. He just came to camp because they just took him here. And then his mom got abducted by a fucking minotaur. The whole claiming of Percy being a son of Poseidon truly does nothing because it's just scrap. And that whole scene is so magical too. Like a trident floats over his head and Percy's like, "Oh shit." And then Chiron goes, "All hail Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon, the sea god." It gives closure to the answers that Percy was looking for. And that's exactly what Percy needed to hear at the time. He was lost. He was miserable. Percy's mom was abducted. Percy thought she died, but now he was getting closure on what the mystery surrounding his father was. His father was Poseidon. god of the seas. And everyone's so freaked out too because Percy's the only child of the big three to have surfaced in a long time. And there's also this prophecy that was cut up from this movie that was basically like implying that the child of the big three would save or destroy Olympus. They cut that out too because they didn't care about the prophecy. Fuck you, movie.
That's why your mother married your stepfather. His pungent odor masked the smell
Show,
of the
not
blood.
tell. Stop! Gabe was abusive towards Sally, truly a shitty husband, but Sally kept dealing with him just to keep Percy safe. That's why they're both so happy to get away for a while, and they're finally able to get time for themselves, and then Sally starts spilling the beans about everything. I need a bathroom break. I'm back, demigods. Did you miss me, demigods? So let's get back to talking shit about this piece of trash of a movie. I brought some rice cakes with me, because I truly need to find joy in something. Also, we just reached the hour mark in the video.
And hid you
Cheers, people.
from anything or anyone the gods would send to kill you.
Why am I even here?
You're here because you're in jeopardy. Everyone thinks you're the lightning thief.
Haha, this is the start of the movie.
What can we do?
I want to take you to Olympus.
This whole thing was never about the lightning bolt. This whole thing was never about the lightning bolt. Percy just wanted to go to the underworld to find his mom. He didn't give a single shit about the lightning bolt. This was not about the lightning bolt.
This is Percy Jackson,
This is just wrong.
and he's gonna need a team.
This is just wrong. Percy was by default sent to the Hermes cabin, therefore putting him in Luke's team. Cut. Period. So can we just say, this Luke was really not that bad. The actor did a decent job, but that scene in the end with the flying shoes, I cannot take that shit seriously. But Charlie Bushnell is gonna eat that shit up. He's gonna be our Luke Castellan. He's gonna kill it. And I love the fact that in the show we get a blonde Percy and a dark-haired Luke. Love the parallel here.
I'm Luke, son of Hermes and camp leader. Not necessarily in that order.
Excuse
Where's
me,
your helmet?
camp leader? Percy and Annabeth are supposed to be in the same team. Percy's supposed to be locked in the bathroom. He's supposed to find out that he's the son of Poseidon that way. And he's supposed to fight Clarice and slay in the process. But they scrapped that fight because Clarice wasn't even in this movie. I'm really happy that Clarice is here and that the actress playing her is hot as fuck. Dior is gonna crush it as Clarice.
Percy! Get out of here! Go look for the flag!
How did I just do that?
That's another one of my favorite scenes from the movie. Him just falling is so Percy. This is so unrealistic too. Why would they hide their flag in plain sight?
Did you really think it would be that easy?
They're supposed to be on the same team.
My mother is goddess of wisdom and battle strategy. Do you know what that
Okay.
means? I always.
Te aplaudo, hija de puta. I'm
I
sorry.
always lose. Maybe we're both wrong.
See, like that response, per sassy came out a little bit. You're not Annabeth. You're just some common bitch. Fuck you.
Can I just say, the effects for the water flowing through Percy's body are so well done. Look at this. Shut up. Good job, VFX team. Good job. You slayed this. Are you kidding? Come on. That's so cool. Luke is so happy too. He's like, look at my friend. Yes. Stop. Stop. Fuck yeah. That's my boy. Now this right here is my Percy.
Logan has some scenes that embody book Percy, but the age is not there. I truly want him to play Poseidon, but I have my heart set on Jake Gyllenhaal being my Poseidon. He congratulated the cast on Twitter, and Chris congratulated Walker when he was cast as Percy. We really love Percy supporting Percy. What if we get a Spider-Man situation, and then Logan Lerman shows up and he's like, hey Percy, and Percy's like, who the fuck are you? And then Chris can show up and sing Good Kid. That would be a really good post-credit scene.
I definitely have strong feelings for you. Just haven't decided if they're positive or negative yet.
Will you let me know?
Why?
Figure it out.
You'll be the first.
They had 2 fights, and they're already like bestie vibes. Scratch everything I said about the CGI, because this looks whack. This never happened in the books.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
Be a good boy. Hand it to me.
No. They really fucked up. You're supposed to find out later that Luke was a big bad and that Luke stole the lightning bolt and gave it to Ares so that Ares could give it to Percy and so that everyone could be like, yep, Percy has the bolt. He's a lightning thief. But they really fucked it up because we get a lot of Luke shots when Hades is there and asking for the bolt, implying that he has something to do with the stealing of the bolt, making the plot twist less effective.
Hey yo, greetings, Editor Vicky here. So, how do you do a plot twist right? I thought of a really cool comparison about how a movie did a plot twist right versus how the Percy Jackson movie did it and why it's wrong and why it's not the correct way to do a plot twist. In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, when Harry's playing Quidditch, right? And his broom is being all jinxed up. In that scene, someone at some point jinxes Harry's broom and it starts going all tipsy and out of Harry's control. Now, throughout the movie, Snape was being set up to be the bad guy. So, when Harry's broom starts being all jinxed up, the camera cuts to Snape. But it turns out it wasn't Snape who's jinxed the broom. Now, when we get those Snape shots, the viewer thinks, oh, it's Snape. But Chris was a little sneaky bitch because Quirrell was there, like, behind Snape, actually being the one jinxing Harry's broom. So throughout those Snape shots, we do see Quirrell, but the reason why the plot twist is so shocking and so unexpected is because the director and the editing of the movie and the Snape shot tricked the viewer into thinking that it was Snape. And that is why we don't see the Quirrell plot twist coming. Because Snape was being set up to be the bad guy. In no way, shape, or form was this Luke from the movie set up to have some kind of impact in the conclusion of the story or in the like main arc of the movie. He was just there. He let Percy borrow the shoes. But that's it. Movie Luke did nothing up to that point. Now, having a bunch of Luke shots in the middle of the scene where Hades is being all like, give me the lightning bolt, we know that Luke has it. We know that Luke has something to do with it. And so then in the end, in comparison to finding out that Quirrell had Voldemort in the back of his head, is not as impactful. And it completely shatters the impact of the plot twist. Now, reading it from the book's perspective, first of all, Hades never showed up in the first place, but the twist is so impactful because we are reading the book from Percy's point of view, and Percy really considers Luke as a friend. So when it turns out that Luke was against him the entire time, we sort of got some foreshadowing from that because of the Oracle, but we didn't get that full twist until the end, until Luke revealed it to Percy. And that's why it's so impactful, because it wasn't implied back then. The Oracle just said, you may be betrayed by one who calls you friend, but we didn't get any more information as to what Luke could be up to behind Percy's back. We don't get any of that because Rick keeps it to himself until it's time to reveal it, until Percy finds out about everything, and then Luke becomes the main big bad of the saga. So in conclusion, the book did it right, the other Chris Columbus movie did it right, the Percy Jackson movie did it wrong. Back to the video.
You fucked up there, Percy Jackson movie. My mother's gone!
My mother's gone!
No, your mother is still alive.
This looks bad.
Mom? Percy?
No, they even did a close-up on it. Now Percy's gonna sneak out, completely abolishing the thing that happens in the books, but...
I've grown up here. I've only been in the outside world a couple of times. And I've never had the chance to go on an actual quest.
Hell.
Besides, you've won one battle, and I've won hundreds. You're gonna need my experience.
Hundreds?
Good point.
Hundreds? My girl, you were at summer camp, and I doubt that they have battle shenanigans going on every day. My girl, you have not won hundreds of battles. You were just another demigod from summer camp. Now, book Annabeth is pissed because her dad doesn't give a shit. Her stepmom is just an asshole and thinks that Annabeth's a freak, and her mom doesn't care about her. She has to be this smart, tough girl, otherwise people don't care about her. That's her entire story. You know how thrilled and happy book Annabeth is when she's finally given a quest? She's finally able to prove herself to camp, and she was one of the first people to actually go to camp because she ran away. They've only implied that she ran away until they actually showed it on the second movie. But why the second movie? It's important to the core storyline of the first movie. Show it in the first one. Annabeth's entire character is completely different from the book and the movie. It's not just the hair. Where's Annabeth's mortal dad? What about her mortal dad? What about her past that just made her think, yeah, I'm gonna run away to a demigod camp, and then I'm gonna meet this idiot son of Poseidon, and I'm gonna go on a quest with him? Where was that Annabeth? That is why I'm so pissed about people throwing hate at Leah Jeffries. We don't care about the hair. We don't care about the hair or gray eyes. We just care that Annabeth's origin and her story and her purpose and her motives are done right. That's what this Annabeth lacks. If Alexandra's Annabeth was done right, if her origins matched book Annabeth, and she didn't happen to have blonde hair, we wouldn't care. Now for Leah's Annabeth, I also got a little bit pissed that the fandom threw hate at her, because this time we knew they were gonna get her origin story right. This time we knew they weren't gonna fuck up, because Uncle Rick was writing the episodes. He was one of the key faces to make that decision. So why are you throwing hate at her? She's just a 12-year-old girl. Stop being racist. I will, however, criticize her when I actually see clips of her as Annabeth. If she is a believable Annabeth, I'm not going to criticize her. The problem with Alexandra's Annabeth is not that she has red hair instead of blonde, is that her entire character from the books was scrapped and replaced with this Katniss Everdeen type character. And that is so not books Annabeth.
Welcome to the modern world.
Cool. New stuff.
You're not supposed to be using those monsters are tracking you at all times, you dipshit. Why the technology, my guy? Monsters are tracking you at every second. They're gonna be this close to tracking down the camp because of you, asshole.
Which, reminds me, you guys might need some extra protection, so, my favorite shield.
This is an interesting, detail if we're only focusing on the film. Luke hesitates on giving Percy the shield, and he knew he had the bolt.
You see my dad on the highway to hell?
Yeah?
Kick his ass for me.
It's so heartening.
I mean, that's fucking Uma Thurman, and they managed to fuck this up. She was wasted in this.
The woman who cursed me, who turned me. Don't look into this. They say the eyes
Medusa's hair just looks so good too. Are you kidding?
You make a wonderful addition to my collection.
Okay, General Grievous.
I used to date your daddy.
How do they find the keys to that van? Also, how can they drive there 12? Hold.
Hey, it's your mom.
Is that the statue from the book? The one that they have to go to the actual Parthenon in Greece for? But the replica? Damn. This is a really cool shot. I love this. I love this. But not books. Okay, Child of Apollo, Katniss Everdeen. Okay, but this scene is one of the things we forgive in this entire crap all of the movie. This scene is amazing. I want to have one of those flowers. The whole Percy waking up thing is also amazing. So we are gonna give props to the scene because it's amazing.
Try a lotus flower. They're so good. It's our signature dish.
Oh, really signature.
I want to have one of those so bad.
Thank you.
Is this kind of like ambrosia when it like tastes like your favorite thing?
That's really good.
Wow, this is the most delicious thing I've ever consumed.
Wow. Guys, why don't we stay here for a while?
That sounds like an amazing idea. But we're on a time-sensitive mission right now.
They're just high. I love it. This is so unhinged, so random. I love it.
Percy, wake up.
I don't like this.
Escape. Wake up.
You could really use a lotus flower.
And he just happens to see the one with the pearl. Please.
Another lotus flower?
No.
We insist.
I really don't want another lotus flower, so please leave me alone. Is there a problem, Mr. Jackson?
Mr. Jackson.
No. Thank you.
They know he's awake.
Percy Jackson's awake.
Wake up! Yo, man, you're such a buzzkill.
Percy, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this?
Both of you need to wake up now. Look at me, you're in a trance, okay? We're trapped.
This is a really good scene. But something I'm complaining on, that how did it take so long to get Percy to fully wake up, and then Percy just instantly tells Annabeth and Grover about the thing and they're instantly woken up? Doesn't make sense.
Okay, look, we gotta move it. Where's Hades?
He's in Hollywood.
It's in Hollywood.
No, it's not. It's at a record
I can get us there for a
studio.
while.
Woe to all depraved souls.
That entrance is cool, but it's not like the one in the books.
Die and come back. Climb aboard.
Thanks for telling me, man. You burning money. We in a recession.
Treason. Shut up.
This Grover also has some sass to him, but I just know Aryan is gonna do way better. He's kind of giving Coventry from Twitches, if you know what I'm talking about. You're elite. Brother, what's my name? My name is Our Lady of the Underground. Is Sadie's gonna do the dramatic turn?
We have visitors.
Yep.
Nephew.
If you think about it, they're all related.
I'll need the bolt.
And I need my mother.
Then we have an understanding. You give me the bolt and I'll give you your mother.
I don't even want to get into the bolt being a literal lightning bolt when it's supposed to be a jar with lightning in it.
Yes, but you think I'm an idiot?
I'm Hades! Yeah, we know. Shut up. Just one Nico cameo. Oh wait, Nico is at Lotus. What if they show Nico at Lotus when they go to the Lotus in the first season? What if they give us a glimpse of Nico? A cameo of sort. And then we actually meet him in the third book? Oh my god, they could totally do that. I'm way too distracted, okay?
I'm Hades!
Percy!
I thought I lost you forever.
This would have been much more impactful if we had gotten more scenes of them being close to each other and having a well-crafted bond.
I am going to be king of the gods.
Stay back!
Persephone's so attractive, and for what? Slay.
I can't let you take that bolt to Olympus. I'm the lightning thief.
Can demigods just touch the bolt?
Maybe they were wrong. Maybe you're no son of Poseidon.
That's so good. Stop. The Empire State's in the back. It's so good. Makes a fucking water trident. Are you kidding?
Yeah. I think I am the son of Poseidon.
Slay. Good job, Percy.
Wait! Wait! Wait!
Wow.
Olympus is truly awesomely designed.
My name is Percy Jackson, and I think you might be looking for this.
Give me the bolts, lightning thief.
That's awesome.
You're wise to betray your father.
I didn't steal it, and I have no connection to Poseidon.
But tell me, if you didn't steal it, then who did?
Luke, son of Hermes.
They just told on him. Look at Hermes. It's like, my son?
My son?
He was angry at you. All of you. He wanted you to destroy yourselves.
Hi, Mom.
Annabeth, I'm so proud of you.
See, this doesn't bring closure to her character because we barely got a story.
Brother, please. I need to speak with him.
Just this once.
Why didn't Athena ask to speak with Annabeth?
I'm not expecting you to forgive me. But I want you to know that I'm grateful.
I didn't do it for you. I did it to save Mom.
Period. Yes.
Please. We don't have much time.
But I was always watching over you. Just because you didn't see me doesn't mean that I wasn't there. When you were troubled, I tried to help. I heard you. I know I'm not the father you always wanted. But if you ever need me, I'll be there for you. In your thoughts. And in your dreams.
This is so depressing.
I'll stand by you, Percy.
Always.
Always.
I'm actually crying. My eyes are starting to water based on what the scene could be in the show. What if it's Walker and Logan Lerman? What if the whole thing comes full circle? I was solid on the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal was my Poseidon, but now I don't know. Rewatching this scene, knowing full well that it could be Logan Lerman and Walker Scobell, Percy to Percy, side by side, and maybe Chris McCarroll could cameo as one of the other gods. Oh my god, that would be so cool. Also, that scene is kind of done like the books, and it makes me think of Trials of Apollo, and it's basically why Zeus's punishment for Apollo going against Olympic laws was to make him human for a bit. Now, Poseidon told Percy that spending time with him and his mom make him become more human, and that could be harmful for a god. Now, Apollo knew about the harmful sides and parts about being a human, but in being a human, he also learned about the wonderful things that come with it, and he started to get infinitely closer to his kids. Now, imagine how happy Will is knowing that his dad will maintain communication with him just because Apollo got to be in his shoes for once. Apollo literally got to be a demigod, a mortal that could die at any second, that just happens to come from a weird family line, and he knew the struggles of it. And that's why by the 5th book, Zeus was like, yeah, he learned his lesson. He can be a god again. But he was never the same god as he once was before. Now he truly wanted to help his kids. He truly went and said hi to Kayla, Austin, and Will as soon as he achieved god form. He went to say hi to Meg and all the people that helped him. And then he said goodbye to us, the readers. That's why I think Tower of Nero was the perfect closing book for Chronicles of Gambit Blood. And that scene with Poseidon and Percy just makes me think about the Apollo arc and Trials of Apollo in a whole different way.
Percy, this is where you belong.
Oh, I felt things with that line delivery.
Congratulations. Definitely earned them.
Thank you, man.
Here.
Well, dude, of course you got your horns. Your entire character was just about being the protector.
Nice horns, Grover.
I kind of like this closing shot, to be honest. I don't even want to see this again. Kind of like I found closure with this movie. I love that, honestly. I remember this scene. Hold on.
How am I supposed to move all this stuff by myself?
Deal with it.
Oh, period. Kind of got our book Sally in that delivery.
I need a beer. That little brat. Well, I may not live here anymore. But I'm still the king of this castle.
Fuck yeah. And we're done. Yay. Those are 2 hours of my life I will never get back. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Before we go, I would like to show you something. Okay, so thank you for joining me on this journey to watch the Percy Jackson movie and bash the hell out of it together. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of a video essay turned movie commentary, so I hope to God, I pray to the gods that YouTube doesn't take this video down. I weirdly had a lot of fun watching this movie, criticizing it, bashing it to death, and I would do it again, and I'm definitely going to do it again in the second one. But I have to reread the second book because I'm not as refreshed with it as I was with The Lightning Thief. I do plan on scripting a much more detailed video essay, like comparing the movie to the books to what I'm looking for in the show. This was kind of just all of it mashed into one with the movie commentary, and it's still kind of a fun template. But now I have to edit an almost 3 hour long video, and I'm not looking forward to that. I'm gonna go die, and then I'm gonna edit this until I die even more. So, peace!